As if 2020 could not get any worse, murder hornets have just arrived in the US. Yep, you heard that right. These giant creatures mostly prey on bees and are known for ripping the heads off thousands of honeybees at one time. Originating in Asia, they are around 2 inches long, and their sting can have you rolling in pain for up to 6 hours. In fact, they're being referred to as the hornets from hell. But the big question is this: can these hornets really kill a human? Welcome to our channel, where you'll learn about the best and most interesting topics on the internet. If this is your first time visiting our channel and you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe for more informative videos like this one. In this video, we're going to look at the few real-life encounters with these murder hornets, where they've been spotted in the US, and if these giant creatures are something you should actually be worried about. These hornets mostly prey on bees, but they have been known to be very aggressive towards humans. This first attack isn't far from the scene straight out of a horror movie. Back in 2017, an 87-year-old Japanese lady named Seiko Kikuchi was riding her wheelchair to visit her home from a retirement facility when all of a sudden a swarm of Asian giant hornets descended upon her. These hornets are known for leaving gaping holes in people's bodies. Witnesses saw how Kikuchi screamed and cried for help, but they knew it was far too dangerous to come near her, so no one dared to. The nursing home employee who was with her called for the fire department, and they even had to stand back, helpless to do much of anything as a massive swarm surrounded her. The attack lasted for nearly an hour, and she was reportedly stung 150 times. By the time the hornets were cleared away and she had been taken to the hospital, it was too late. She died the next day. What a very unfortunate event. If you think this is scary, wait till you find out what is on number 1. Number 7. Vancouver Island attack. In an interview with New York Times beekeeper Conrad Berube, he said that he was attacked by a swarm of giant hornets on Vancouver Island. He described it like he was having red-hot thumbtacks driven into his flesh and that he was bleeding from the attack. Now that's a sight I don't want to see. He was stung 7 times and he was very lucky to be alive. Number 6. Bee massacre. Ted McFall, a beekeeper in Whatcom County, has been around bees all his life. He has about 24 hives in his bee farm. In November 2019, he was shocked to discover that a strong colony had been killed. Bees were wiped out inside the hive and were littered on the ground. In an interview, he said as he looked a little bit closer, he noticed that their heads were chopped off and had been totally slaughtered. He strongly suspected that the Asian giant hornet was responsible, though that hasn't been officially confirmed. According to him, if this was a different invader, it would have suffered some losses too, but all he could only find are dead bees. Number 5. School attack. In September, a swarm of these giant hornets have reportedly attacked a school in southern China, injuring 30 people, all but one of whom had to be hospitalized with multiple stings. According to Lynn Kimsey, the director of the Bohart Museum of Entomology at the University of California, Davis, if you inadvertently disturb a nest, they will come out in a huge number and you could get lots of stings. She also noted that the insect is proving deadly in much the same way a swarm of Africanized honeybees might. The amount of foreign protein that will circulate in your blood after so many stings can cause kidney failure, even if you're not allergic. You will suffer a sepsis-like condition, and if you don't undergo dialysis, you can die. The probable reason why people who get attacked die is because they are not able to receive the appropriate treatment in time. We are halfway on our list. How are you taking it so far? We'd like to hear from you. Going back to the video. Number 4. Drone attack. A swarm of Asian hornets attacked and sprayed a fire service drone with venom while it was trying to take a closer look at the nest. Jersey's Department for the Environment sent a heat-seeking drone with high-resolution cameras to inspect the nest after it was spotted by beekeepers with binoculars. The authorities and beekeepers had already spent months looking for this particular nest. While approaching the nest, the sound of the propellers prompted the hornets to swarm out and spray the drone with venom, according to the operators. The drone was inspecting a large secondary nest near La Crête Quarry, St. Martin. The nest is thought to contain around 6,000 hornets. The Jersey Fire and Rescue Service said that they wanted to inspect it first before removing it. After the inspection, they said that they might return with a ladder and a long carbon lance, which they'll put into the nest. Well, it's clear that the bees didn't like their little visitor. Number 3. Growing population. In 2016, a large Asian hornet's nest has been found in a tree in Gloucestershire, prompting concern from government experts about the species' threat to bee populations. The hive was the size of a large pumpkin, was located at the top of a 17-meter tree, and after careful inspection, they were able to successfully destroy it. Since then, steps were being taken to locate, destroy, and remove any nests that are found, and experts have been deployed across the area. Number 2. Stung on purpose. Nathaniel Coyote Peterson, the host of Animal Planet's new series Brave the Wild, allowed himself to be stung on camera by the night marsh Asian giant hornet. After being stung, his hand completely seized up and clenched in place. Before being stung, he mentioned that the pain of the stinger, in theory, is said to be about a 2 on a scale of 1 to 4. However, he immediately took this back after the experiment, saying that it is definitely a 4. The stinger got stuck in his arm and he immediately experienced a wave of dizziness. Then his skin immediately began to swell around the sting. Moments after, a massive raised welt appeared on his arm. He even had to take his watch off because the swelling had spread down his arm. This man was really brave to take one for the team, huh? Now we are down to first on the list. Number 1. 41 killed and 1,600 injured in China. Over the course of only 3 months, in 2013, a swarm of hornets killed 41 and injured 1,600 people in Anqing, China. The venom from the sting of these hornets is so strong they can kill people who do not even have an allergy to the insect. The venom dissolves human tissue, leaving gaping holes in people's flesh big enough to slide a pinky inside. A survivor of a hornet attack was picking vegetables in a field when he stepped on one hidden under the dirt. All of the nearby workers began running and trying to swat the insects away from them. One of the men who survived said that he grabbed a nearby basket, dumped the vegetables, and covered his head so that he could shield his eyes as he ran. He witnessed one of his friends dying nearby. There you have it. They have been known to kill humans if you have an allergic reaction or if you're stung by about 60 of them. Since the last incident, the local fire department began setting the nests on fire with flamethrowers in an attempt to stop the invasion. Now, you may have heard that these hornets have made their way to the U.S. Sources say they have been spotted in multiple states. So far, sightings of these hornets have been reported in these states. The chance of you getting stung is low, as long as you don't bother them. The only reason that they attack is because they feel threatened, so don't try to take them out yourself if you see them. Which of these stories terrified you the most? Update us in the comments section below. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. If you had fun with the video, please hit that like and subscribe button. And also turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss any of our next videos. Tune in for more of the best and most interesting topics on the internet. I'll see you guys next time.